Where were you born?
Statesboro, Georgia.
When were you born?
September the 8th, 1933.
How do you remember your first house?
My first house?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. I don't remember you gave some stuff about World War II.
The first house I can remember was a little house out in Whitesville, next door to the chain gang camp. When I was a little girl, my mother and father lived there.
How was your kitchen?
Huh?
How was your kitchen?
How was it? It was like a little, probably 4-room box. You know, we had a living room, kitchen. I think we had 2 bedrooms. We didn't have no bathroom.
Okay. Oh, that was the next question. How was your bathroom?
We didn't have a bathroom.
How was your house heated? Like, how was everything heated?
By fireplace.
Do you have electricity?
Did we then?
Yes, ma'am.
No. We had kerosene lamps.
When did you get up? Like in the morning?
We used to get up about 6 o'clock.
When did you go to bed?
About somewhere between 6 and 8.
How did you obtain food?
Well, a lot of the food was raised on the farm. Our pork and chickens and things like that. Most of it was raised, you know, on the farm.
What did you wear?
Well, hand-me-downs mostly. In some they made us some of the clothes. Some was gift to us, and we had a few bought things.
Where and how did you get your clothes?
How did we get them? Well, most of them was hand-me-downs, you know, given to us.
Did you have daily or weekly and sessional chores or jobs?
Back then,
Yes, ma'am.
my parents, my daddy worked for E.A. Smith, and I was a child. This was when I was a child.
How was your transportation? How did y'all get around?
We didn't have any. Later on in the years, we had a mule and a wagon. Well, you know, it was years later before we got a car. A lot of years later. I don't remember the years. What year we got a car, I don't remember. But I was a big girl when we got a car.
How was your school? Like your first school?
It was a little 1-room schoolhouse in the country. And everything was taught in that 1 room by a teacher.
Viola, Uncle James, Burnell, you know all of them. The baby is one of them.
What did you do for entertainment when you were a child or as a teenager?
As a teenager, mostly we did was play with each other, and the children, we played together. We played hopscotch, and we played hide-go-seek, we played dodgeball, things like that.
Yes.
But we didn't have some of the other things.
When did you hear your first radio?
I heard my first radio when I was a real little girl. I mean, it's almost as long as I can remember, we used to listen to the radio. They had a radio. We didn't have no television, but we had a radio.
What was the popular radio show?
Wait a minute. When I don't think we had a radio because When I can first remember, I don't think we had electricity. I think we had kerosene lamps, and we didn't have no radio then. That was years later. What'd you say now? What was what?
Yeah, what was the popular radio shows?
Back then, Amos and Andy.
Oh, yeah.
I remember listening to Amos and Andy when I was a little girl. And
I hadn't been to it. I haven't never been. Uncle James,
it's been so
when he
long.
comes down from Chicago, he goes every year. But he never
I do
takes me.
remember the Amos and Andy show. I really liked that when I was a little girl. I can't remember the other ones now. Can't remember.
What was your popular shows? I mean, songs.
Songs.
And Ollie, I know that.
As a little girl,
Yes,
well, mostly was religious songs, and they wasn't like, you know, we didn't hear too much other stuff. And the hymns was like Amazing Grace and songs like that. And I can remember my Aunt Berta singing I'll Fly Away, you know, and things like that.
She had,
when did you see your first television?
I don't remember when I saw my first one. I can remember when I bought my first one. But I don't remember when I first seen it. I left Statesboro when I was 19. And I don't remember if we had a television or not. But when I went to Baltimore,
What year was that?
we bought one 1953. So I was 20 that year. I think we had a television about 52 or 53.
oh, yeah.
And what did you watch?
On television? Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
We watched
Renelle, I heard she was something.
cartoons. There was a lot of cartoons. I don't remember the names. But I remember we watched cartoons. Mostly. It's mostly what we watched.
How many channels did TV
Probably,
have?
I think it was three. Three channels.
Did you have automobiles like cars and?
We didn't. What do you mean in 53? Yeah, we had caught in.
What is similar with today, young people and young people of your day?
Young people in my day was raised and they had respect for almost anybody, and especially older people. And you know, nowadays young people, most of them grow up. Half the time, their parents have to work. A lot of them are left alone, and most of them is not respectable. Respectful, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We still have some that is respectful. Some is still raised, but mostly
Well,
not.
he's telling the truth. You know, we talked about this daddy is Bernard, my brother and my sister's mama. That's one of daddy's first.
Do you remember World War II?
No.
You don't remember it?
No.
He had oldest kid, Bernard or one,
Well,
or like middle children.
World War II ended when I was very young. What year did World War II end? I don't remember. I remember reading about it, hearing about it, but I don't remember anything about it.
okay.